Hey, I'm Steve Smith. This is my 2023 Bent Fabrications buggy, built right here in Arizona.
On this Wrecked Rides, we've got a chassis that I have been dying to feature, and I know a lot of you guys have been unknowingly wanting to see. A brand new 2023 Bent Fab Elite NV Hybrid chassis. You might be wondering why I'm so pumped on this build and why you may be more interested than you think. Bent Fab is the mastermind and creator of all the suspension and geometry, along with all the major updates to make the Wreck Gears 2007 Twisted Customs as capable as it is today. Let's dive into Steve Smith's Bent Fab chassis and see what it's made of. Chassis is a 2023 Bent Fabrication Elite NV, entirely made from DOM tubing with an overall chassis length of 13 feet and chassis width of 50 inches. This rig has been set up with a 112-inch wheelbase with an outside tire to outside tire width of 88 inches. Chassis height from the ground to the highest tube is 72.5 inches and the belly clearance is 18.5 inches. Overall weight without water in the tires is around 3,800 pounds. Moving on to under the hood of this buggy, it's got a GM 6.2 liter LS3 crate motor that's pumping about 430 horsepower with 430 foot-pounds of torque. Motor and internals are left stock for maximum trailer reliability. Other mods and accessories under the hood are a massive K&N air filter and a long intake pushing it as far away from the engine heat as possible. This car has a rear mounted radiator that allows for a much bigger radiator and for dual cooling fans to keep it cool in the hottest wheeling conditions. Motor's connected to a Hughes built Turbo 400 with a 2000 stall torque converter that connects to an Atlas transfer case with a 4:3:1 gear ratio. All the buggy's drivetrain vitals are protected by a beefy, custom fabbed AR450 skid plate. T80 chromoly drive shafts connect the transfer case to the axles. Front axle is a custom-built Dana 60 with 40 spline Brannock shafts, 1550 Brannock U-joints, and busted knuckle flanges. Differential has Spicer 538 gearing with a spool. Front steering setup is a full hydro PSC double-ended ram. Rear axle is a custom-built 14-bolt with 40 spline Brannock shafts, 1550 Brannock U-joints, and busted knuckle flanges. Differential is spooled 538 Yukon gears. Rear steering is the same as the front with a full hydro PSC double-ended ram. Covering the Bent Fab featherweight discs with the Willwood calipers are 20-inch forged double beadlock raceline wheels wrapped in 43-inch sticky SXs. Both front and rear double triangulated 4-link with 2-inch heat-treated chromoly lower links, the absolute strongest you can get. I know this because I run them on mine. And 70-75 custom fluted upper links. 16-inch ORIs in the front and 18-inch in the back to give this thing massive flex and travel. And the back of the buggy holds the Odyssey battery with custom battery holder, custom 15-gallon fuel cell, transmission cooler, and fire suppression system capable of putting out fire throughout the buggy, making this build one of the safest trail rigs featured. Cooler tray, and below is a Warn VRX45 axle suck down winch. Front winch is a Warn 90 RC with rigid lights for the front lighting and KC rock lights. Going from the outside of the buggy to the inside, you know what they say, the devil's in the details. With everything laid out with intention and the perfect amount of accents on even the slightest details, gives even a less is more buggy a premium quality feel. Starting off with the dash and center console, all of the switches are powered by Switch Pro. All the gauges are run off Holley EFI Pro Dash LCD cluster. Below that is a SHO, trans shifter, and Atlas transfer case controls. This buggy has a high comfort level with the custom PRP seats and well-placed foot pedals, giving a lot of room for such a compact chassis. Visibility is also great, having a clear polycarbonate and see-through wrap with huge sight windows in the floorboards and narrowed hood panel to be able to see the rocks and obstacles. What I like most about this trail car is I feel that it's a true trail car. It has enough power and enough high gear that it can haul butt to the trail, making it way more enjoyable. It's got structural beef, meaning it's overbuilt, keeping you safer and allowing you to beat it harder than some of the lighter, simpler chassis. Last but not least, attention to detail. If you didn't notice the well over 100 puzzle pieces cut throughout this chassis, I recommend you go back and look. The wrap and puzzle cutouts I can only imagine symbolizing puzzling the Envy and the Elite chassis, two of Bent Fab's flagship chassis, together to make a hybrid chassis. The quality and time and the little details really show what went into the rest of this build. Now let's see how this thing works on the rocks.
That was the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Hell yeah, look at that.
If you're interested in a Bent Fab turnkey buggy or a weld-it-yourself chassis, visit their website to get on the list or get your chassis shipped. Link will be in the description. Sponsored in part by BF Goodrich Tires, Warren Industries, KC Highlights, and Axle Off-Road Helmets. Best way to support this channel is give that subscribe button a little skiddly-do, diddle that notification bell, give this video the fat finger, and leave a dirty little comment below. Rec Gear now has merch and buggy accessories at recgear.com, so don't forget to go spend that money that mama don't know about. As always, thanks for watching.